Alright, now what is Docker? Now as you can see, this is Wikipedia. Now Docker is a set of platform as a service PaaS products that use OS level virtualization to deliver software in packages called containers. Now, don't worry about what is the difference between containers and virtual machine or VMs. Also, what is containers, what is images, what is the networking, volume, blah, blah, blah. A lot of things will be handled here. Don't worry at all. And when time comes, we will have that in details. All right. So Docker, as simple as that. You run your operating system, your OS, as a container. And this container is a small size, lightweighted, as well as the same container on my computer will be the same container on your computer. So if you take the image file and put it there, don't worry about that. We will handle that in details and put it there on your computer. It will be exactly the same and the same functionality, the same. If I got this error, you will get it no matter what. All right. So this is actually cool feature and cool thing and very powerful. Now, why to use Docker? Now, developing apps today require so much more than writing code. Now, as you can see, this is from the official documentation for Docker. So, multiple languages, multiple frameworks, architectures, discontinuous interfaces between tools for each lifetime or life cycle stage creates enormous complexity. So, Docker simplifies that, okay? So, you just build your container. It has this logo: build, run, and ship. As simple as that. Okay, so you can see that actually Docker started on 2013, and there it is written in Go language. All right. Okay. Now let's have use cases and why to use Docker exactly. So the first thing, it works on my machine. This is the most popular phrase on the software development teams. Okay. So no, it is work on my machine. Why it is not working on production or on staging? No, you will get rid of that. There are no excuses now. If it is work on your machine, it will work on production because we use the same exact containers. As simple as that. No excuses now. Well, of course, let's say on production, it's not the same as on staging or development or locally. Yeah, of course, we have some differences, like some difference with the configuration, with the key, API keys, whatever, right? Now, yeah, makes sense actually, all right? So I have a new developers to onboard, so I don't need to prepare the infrastructure for him, prepare his laptop, or prepare his environment to be able to write the code or start development in our code. No, we just install Docker Desktop and Docker Compose, of course, and then we have his environment built up in a second. As simple as that. And no excuses after that, okay? We are adopting microservices architecture as a Docker. Now, I'm assuming that you are familiar with microservices architecture, but if you are not, simply or briefly, let's say, you have a central system and all your features will be separated on a different, let's say, servers. So you have a central server, and this server actually is called the logic tier, let's say, and you have all your features on separate servers, or let's say on a separate container. So for example, you have the notification on a separate server, the image processing on another server, and the email notification, the chat system or the chat notification or the chat functionality on a different servers, and all of that will be communicated through the logic tier or the main server, all right? The backbone, let's say. And instead of a different servers, as I told you, it will be on a different containers. And this is what makes Docker is very good and very powerful with microservices architecture. As you can see, Docker allows you to containerize your microservices and simplify the delivery and management of those microservices. All right. Well, actually, you can read more about it. Now, I need to move my legacy apps to containers. Now, because they have this logo, build, run, and ship. So as simple as that. So all of your old applications can be built using a different images, then running the specific containers, and we can run our legacy applications. As simple as that. And I need to deploy my machine learning model on Docker. As you can see, one of the biggest challenges in machine learning ML development is the deployment of trained models in production and at scale. So you can see that Docker simplifies both the development and deployment of machine learning applications utilizing platforms such as TensorFlow to enable GPU support. All right. So Docker is actually very powerful for that specific thing. Okay. So actually it has a lot of use cases, Docker. It's not just that. You can read more about them actually if you are not convinced, but actually it is very useful and very popular, and it's good investment to learn Docker, all right, in the future. Okay, now I will see you in the next lecture where we will start handling how Docker works. So we will have an overview of Docker architecture. All right, so from there we will start handling the real deal or the big deal things and stuff. All right, I will see you there.